Recline butterfly pose. Right hand on your belly, left hand on your chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. One more breath. Exhale. And then draw both knees to your chest. And then so that you can slide your hands inside your knees. Grab the outer feet, or you can even grab the hamstrings. Happy baby pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, pulling the legs towards the armpits, feeling the opening on the hips and the release on the lower back. So you want to stay here for a moment, feeling that nice stretch. You can maybe rock from side to side, massaging your back. This is the only back massage you can give yourself in yoga practice. So keep drawing the knees in more as you feel that nice stretch on the apex of the thighs. And then release the feet down, soles of the feet down on the mat. Lay your left leg long, and then draw your right knee towards your chest. And just make sure that your lower back is rested on the back. Breathing onto this right hip that you're pulling in, feeling that nice stretch. As you begin the new month, you want to set that intention, and this month you're going to explore what intermediate yoga is. From beginner yoga practice to intermediate. Step both feet down on the mat. We switch sides. So what you do on the right, you have to do on the left. So now you're going to draw the left knee towards your chest, pulling it in, close. Then you want to now breathe towards the left hip, feeling that nice stretch. You can even wiggle your ankles from side to side. Now step both feet down on the mat. And then hug both knees to your chest. Rock up and back. Come onto tabletop. So tabletop is where I like to make your body look like a table. You can always cushion your knees if it's too much on your knees. Maybe wiggle from side to side. Nice. Now extend your right leg behind you. Pressing your palms. And then I want you to take a twist towards the right side. Gazing towards your right heel. Feeling that stretch. Oof. It's a very nice warm stretch in the morning. Exhale. Now come back to tabletop. Nice. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So stretch your left leg behind you. And then you want to feel that nice stretch here. And then take a twist as you gaze towards that left heel. Feeling that nice stretch. Pressing the heel back a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale. Ooh. It's a very nice warm stretch. And then release. Coming back onto tabletop once more. Now, I'm going to take low lunge. Now step your right leg forward. And you can just adjust accordingly to your level of ability. Inhale, open the chest. Now, see that you can bring your right hand behind your head. Open your elbow outwards. Now, point the right elbow out, down. Now rotate the chest open. Taking the elbow up towards the sky or the ceiling. And then unwind, point the elbow down towards the earth. Now inhale. Anytime you're opening, you're inhaling. Exhale, unwind, pointing the elbow down towards the earth. Inhale, pointing towards the sky once again. Exhale, release, and then lower the right hand down towards the ground. Now from here, bring your hands alongside the body. Hey, Bosede, how are you doing? And then from here, so that you can shift your weight towards the back, come onto half splits. So let's say that you can shift your weight forward to crescent lunge, hands up. Exhale, half splits. Shifting the hips back, feeling that stretch on the hamstrings. Step the foot forward, reach up once again. Very nice, gentle warm-ups. Exhale, half Hanuman. Hey, bad files, how you doing, bad files? Crescent lunge once again. Open the chest. Exhale, half Hanuman. Good. Inhale, open once again. Coming back to low lunge. Feeling that nice stretch, and then come back to tabletop. Woo. Good. Now, so separate your knees out wide and come into child's pose. This is a very accessible posture to most people. And then stretch your hands forward a bit, rest for a moment. Now we switch sides. Let's come to low lunge. So you step your left leg forward. Nice. Now inhale, open the chest, lengthening through your spine. And then bring your left hand behind your head, elbow pointing up. Now that's an inhale. On the exhale, point the elbow down. Whew. Inhale, open the chest, rotating the chest up. Exhale, elbow points down. Inhale, open the chest, feeling that stretch, twist. Exhale, point it down. Inhale, open once again. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale once more, feeling that stretch, pressing the right hand down even more. Exhale, release, bring the left hand down, and then come onto low lunge. Bring your hands down, come onto half splits. Now inhale, open the chest, rising back up onto crescent, taking those hands up. Exhale, half Hanuman, shift the hips back, feeling the stretch. Inhale, open once again, crescent. Exhale, half splits. There you go. Breathe in, open and reach once again. Feeling the stretch. Exhale, bow. Come back onto crescent once again. Taking those hands up and then release your hands to the mat. Come back to tabletop. Whew. Nice. Now step your right foot forward once again. Good. And then we're going to take warrior 2 with your knees down. So stretch the hands, feeling that nice T. Looking beyond your right fingertips, keeping those nice angles. Nice. Feel that stretch. Opening more. Keep lifting the breastbone, the chest. Feel the arms open. You try to keep the right knee above the right ankle. Now let's take peaceful warrior. Bring your left hand to your hips. Take your right hand up. Open the chest. Gaze up towards your right hand. You can even reach your left hand to the floor. Feeling that nice twist. For 5, 4, keep reaching. 3, 2, feeling that stretch a little bit even further. And 1. Now bring your right elbow to your right knee. And then reach your left hand up. And then so that you can sweep this hand down and then stretch it above your left ear. Opening the chest, find a twist. So this is called extended side angle. Just trying to keep things gently on day number 0 before we get into the work from tomorrow. So keep twisting, opening the chest. You want to like roll the shoulders away from the ears. You want to keep some opening there between your neck. Feeling the stretch a little bit more. And then bring your hands down. Nice. Opening the chest. So let the left leg point towards the back where you are, as you are. And then come back to tabletop. Whew. Nice. Now let's take child's pose for a moment there. Taking your knees out wide, sinking your hips back. So remember, child's pose is always there for you in case you want to rest. Good. Back to tabletop. And then let's take the left leg forward. And then swivel your right foot towards the left. And then come into warrior 2. So now you're looking beyond your left fingertips. You want to feel the arms stretch, broadening to the collarbones here as you like roll the shoulders down from the ears. Feel the arms, feel as if someone is pulling you apart, feeling that nice stretch. Now relax the shoulders a little bit down. Now so that you can take your right hand on your hip, reach your left hand up, peaceful warrior. And then maybe you can even advance and so that you can take it down towards the mat or even the heel and then feel that stretch. Peaceful warrior for 5, open. 4, keep opening. 3, 2, and 1. Feeling that nice side stretch, extended side angle. Bring the left elbow on your left thigh and then sweep this left hand above your right ear now. So you're opening the chest. So point those fingers towards the front of the room and then you want to rotate your chest outwards. Inhale, opening, so elongating that side of the body. Exhale, open the chest a little bit more. 1 more breath. Exhale. Release your hands down. And then bring your right leg back to where it was. And stay here for a moment in low lunge. Now come back to tabletop. Whew. And then, so we're going to like come into a forward fold. So that you can lift up into down dog. And then walk your hands forward. And then bow forward. You can even bring your opposite hand to grab your opposite elbow and just let the body melt. And then separate your feet hip width distance apart with your 2 piece fingers so you can grab your 2 big toes. Inhale, raise the chest, lengthening the spine, and then exhale, bow forward. So you want to bend your elbows outwards to bring your upper body down like that. And then you want your body to just melt towards the earth. Woo. For 5, opening the arch of your spine. 4, 3, you're pulling your chest closer to your thighs. 3, feeling that nice stretch in the lower back all the way to the neck. 2, and 1. So stay folded here, just feeling that stretch. Good. And then slowly release the posture. And then once you release the posture, so you want to press your palms down a bit. Nice. And then slowly, so that you can rise up. Bend your knees, roll your spine slowly into standing. Nice. And then release your hands down to Tadasana. Now from here, we're going to take pyramid posture. So step your left leg slightly towards the back. You want to keep them like mat width distance apart. Now, hands on your hips. And then this is how you square your hips. So you want your hips to be squared like that. So your hips are not like this, but they are squared towards the front. Alright? And then from here, legs are straight so they can bend slowly with your spine straight, coming down. and then fold over the legs. You're going to hold this for about 30 seconds and then release your hands down. You can always get a block to modify this posture. Hey Steven, how you doing? East African, thank you so much for the raid. So bow forward. Well done on your workout this morning. So inhale, open the chest, exhale, bow forward. Feeling that nice stretch on the hamstrings as you bow forward, relaxing the neck. Thank you so much for the raid. Yeah, Steven, East African, I appreciate you guys coming in. Thank you. So bow forward. As you bow forward, you'll feel this nice stretch on the hamstrings, and then you can even go deeper so that you can kiss your knee. Mwah! We are blowing those kisses to East African workout girl and the raiders. And then stay folded forward, and then bring the left leg to meet the front. And then slowly roll up into standing, feeling the spine unwind. And then come into Tadasana. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. So we're going to do the other side. Hey, Daniel Berry, how you doing? Good. Now, opposite side. So we started with the right in front. So now it's the left that is in front, and then you take the left leg back. Again, square the hips. So make sure the hips are not pointing towards the sides. You square the hips towards the front. And then inhale, open the chest. And then exhale, start coming down slowly, folding over the legs. Come slowly down, down. If your belly can meet your thigh, that will be good, but no pressure. And then release the hands down. So as you drop the hands down, and you can use a block, you'll feel this part stretch, like the hamstrings are really getting some good stretch. And then bow forward even more, releasing the head. If you have high blood pressure issues, you want to keep your head forward. But if you're good, let's say that you can kiss our knee. You can hold the kiss, don't just blow the kiss, hold the kiss, and then bow forward. Steven, I hope you're doing this before you sleep. And then pressing your palms, feeling that nice stretch. So this is pyramid. You're doing the pyramid shape with your legs, and it's also like stretching your hamstrings, the backs of the legs. And then slowly release and step the back foot to meet the front. Roll up one vertebra at a time, coming into Tadasana. Woo! Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Maybe dance a bit. Nice. Now from here, we are going to do some bit of balance, all right? So inhale, sweep your hands up, and so that you can lift your heels off the ground, balancing like a ballerina. Focusing your gaze on one point that is not moving. Maybe so that you can challenge yourself and close your eyes. You'll start dancing the moment you close your eyes. Lower the heels down to the mat. Woo! You can do that maybe one more time. Lift the heels off the ground. Lift the heels higher so that you can close your eyes. And then release. Nice. Now come to downward facing dog. Take your right leg up towards the sky like what we did last month. And then bring your right knee to your right wrist. And then take your left leg behind you. And then adjust accordingly. We are coming into pigeon. So you can always slide a blanket in case your right knee is hovering over the ground. But if the hips are fine and you can lift your hands off the ground like that, you can come into a bow. So don't worry how far you can get, just find so that you can get your upper body squared. And stay here for a moment. And maybe, just maybe, so that you can cross your elbows and let your forehead rest. That is half pigeon. So just soften here once you find a place that feels good. And you can even extend the leg, the back, relaxing your thighs, and just breathe. Take like 3 to 5 breaths here, inhaling through the nose. Exhale, sending the breath to the hips. Inhale once again. Exhale. One more breath. Empty. And just let everything go, melt in this posture. Maybe extend your hands forward. And then walk your hands back, lifting your torso. And then tuck your back foot, lift the right leg off the ground. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Nice. Now we do the other side. So on the left side, so take the left leg back. And then bring the left knee to the left wrist. So I'm going to do this facing you guys. And then try to adjust the leg. Try to adjust the leg as much as possible. And then see whether you can lift both hands off the ground. Nice. Hey JD, how are you doing? And then from here, see whether you can bring your forearms down. And you can stay here for a moment. Feeling that nice stretch on the hips. And if it feels right, you can maybe extend your hands forward. So this is really the essence of this 30-day challenge. So we are going to explore intermediate yoga, and we are just starting very slowly today because we are setting the intention for the month. And then as we navigate the other 30 days remaining, because October has 31 days, today is day number 0, you will see how the postures can help you like relax. And the postures are going to be slightly different than what we did last month when we were doing the beginner yoga challenge. And you can even melt so that your belly can meet your shins. And then slowly come back to tabletop. So you come back up, tuck your foot under, shake that leg, and then find a way into your mat. Come into sitting. And then step your feet forward like that. Then you're going to do what we call the shoelace posture. The shoelace posture. So take your right leg towards the left buttock, and then cross your left knee above your right knee. And then from here, see whether you can lean your right hand towards the right, and then sweep the left hand up rather, and then feel the stretch. And then the left leg is trying to like adjust and wiggle, so make sure that your bums and your buttocks are like grounded on the mat. And then stretch your left hand towards the right side. So you're leaning more towards, and then you're opening the chest. Remember, we've been doing a lot of these twists in this 30-minute practice. So you keep stretching this left hand even deeper. And then you'll feel this oblique stretch. And then come back, lower the arm. And then step your feet to the floor. And then maybe swing them from side to side, like a car windshield. So you want to like those car wipers on the windshield. So just swing them to like release the hips. And then we are going to do the other side. So let's do the other side. So now take your left leg, bring in your left foot towards your right buttock, and then cross your right knee on top of the left. So you look like this. And you can always sit on a block just to be able to get that stretch. Now take the left hand down, and then sweep the right hand up, and then reach. Hey JD, how are you doing? So keep reaching and twisting, and then look up, feeling that stretch, opening the chest more. This one is very good for stretching the inner thighs. Like you'll feel some sensations of the inner thighs as you try this, and feel free to sit like on a block, and then open and twist a little bit more. And thank you once again, East African Workout Girl, for the raid. You could have picked anybody else, but you chose my humble house. Stay blessed this month. And then release the hand down. Woo! Untangle your legs, and then let us swing them from side to side like a car wiper. Oof, it feels nice. I love this like release, especially when you come from shoelace pose. Because now lie on your back. Lie on your back nicely. The knees are pointing up towards the ceiling. Now from here, we are going to take plow pose, and this is going to be the first intermediate yoga posture that we are going to explore. It's a bit difficult, so you can choose to stay here on, we call this waterfall posture, or come onto shoulder stand and then let your legs drop back like that into plow. So there. So you can feel this stretch. You can let the legs just hover over the mat. You can let them step. Maybe you can try one at a time. If it's too much, just stay here, or you can stay on shoulder stand, or you can stay on waterfall. So there are many options you can explore, but the plow actually helps us stretch the back. So that's the first advanced or a slightly intermediate yoga posture. It's not very accessible to beginners, but we're going to start slowly. We'll be throwing these postures just one by one. And then slowly release. Woo! It will feel nice on the back. Hug your knees to your chest, just to massage your back. Now from here, keep the knees hugged. I want you to open your elbows outwards, then drop your knees towards the left side, gaze towards the right side. So you're twisting the spine. Whew. So stay here, finding a few breaths, keeping your arms open, and your chest is open towards the ceiling. Let your shoulder blades relax. And just find a moment here to just let your body melt as we come towards the end of this practice for day number 0. Gentle warm up. This was a very gentle yoga practice. Nothing much going on. For day number 1, we're just setting intentions. Sometimes intention setting does not need to be complex. As we move from beginner to intermediate yoga. Now roll back to center. Same thing that you just did on the other side. So hug both knees towards your chest. Squeeze them tightly. And then drop them towards the right side. Gaze towards the left. So you want to feel this release on the lower back. So the idea is to say that you can get the shoulders on the mat. And you can always squeeze a block with your knees or squeeze something else. Just make sure that your knees are also grounded. And then let your shoulders just do the work. And then make sure your neck is twisted towards the left side. And just relax here for a moment. That's the beauty of spine twists. This is usually like one of the last postures we do before we rest. So keep feeling that nice twist. And even as we start the new month, try to feel those parts of your body that maybe need more work as we navigate this challenge. Slowly return to center. Stepping the feet onto the mat. Hug yourself one last time. Maybe so that your head can meet your knees. Give your knees a kiss. Mwah! Take a final deep breath in. Exhale and take Shavasana. Shavasana is the last posture in yoga practice. So you stretch your legs, you stretch your hands, and then tuck your chin slightly towards the chest to let the back of your neck and just relax here for a moment. We are going to hold this for about 2 minutes. This is usually the last posture in yoga, just to make sure that the body is rested before you go about your day. So feel total relaxation. It's called the do nothing posture. Just be. And just bring ease. If you're squeezing your eyelids, you want to relax your eyelids. If your tongue is on the roof of your mouth, you want to relax your tongue. I know Stephen can do this posture. If you're squeezing your toes, let your toes relax and just be there. If you're forcing your breath, let your breath just be normal and natural as possible. And just try to find the points of the body where you're hiding your tension. Sometimes you're holding on to tension. It could be your fingers, it could be your knees, it could be your neck. So identify those parts of the body where you may be hiding some tension and just let it go. And just let the body relax and come back to itself. Start to become aware of your breath once more. Gently wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, swing your body from right to left. Give yourself a nice morning stretch, stretch. Give yourself a nice morning stretch and then hug both knees towards your chest. Give yourself a hug, thanking yourself for showing up for day number 1 of this practice. And then maybe drop and lie on your right side. Stay here for a moment, giving your body at least a moment to just reset. And then with the help of your left hand, push and come into a comfortable seated position. You can take an easy seat cross-legged. You're going to stay here in stillness for a bit. Then you can bring your hands, and you can rest your hands on your knees, so you can just cross your hands on your shins, and then let us finish our practice with a moment of reflection and stillness. Your eyes are gently closed. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale. Bring your hands to your heart center into prayer. Inhale. Exhale. I acknowledge you for sharing me your practice this morning. Thank you for sending your amazing energy into my day number 0 of this 30-day challenge in the month of October. As you navigate a new month, may your body help you move with intention and not just intensity. May your body also help you explore that which the practice throws at you. You take one last inhale, and as you exhale, you bow down and say Namaste. So rub your palms, creating some nice heat on your palms. And then cup your eyes, blink twice, and then you can open your eyes.